What's up guys, and it's time for something different. Something that I've never done on the channel, and that is looking at something other than a phone. Yes, today we're gonna be taking a look at a TV, and not just any TV, a 4K HDR TV. Probably the best you can get under $500. So this is the TCL P6 and I have the 43-inch model here. Apparently this company is like the third largest TV manufacturer in the world, so they were kind enough to send me out this unit to check out. But this video is not sponsored by TCL, so all my opinion or reviews will be mine. So since it's a TV, it came with this huge box. Inside the box, we first got our beautiful bezel-less TCL P6. It is surprisingly lightweight for its size. It's pretty massive with this huge 43-inch display. If you want more screen size, you can go with the 55-inch model as well. Other than the TV, we got the quick start guide to learn everything about the TV and two left and right stands to put this on a table. Pretty dope remote with the Netflix button, AA batteries for the remote, and a couple of screws for mounting the TV on the two stands. So setting this up was incredibly simple. As you can see, it is massive. It is taking the whole space on my desk, so I can't put anything else. But yeah, it does look pretty good, and let's get into the review. First up, we're going to talk about the build quality of this TV, and it's a combination of plastic and aluminum and built very slim. And the thing that I really like about this is that it is having really small bezels overall. You can see really tiny bezels on the side, giving this TV a bezel-less look. We know how much craze we have when it comes to smartphones. The bezel-less displays are everywhere, so when it comes to TV, we also need something bezel-less. So it has really less bezels overall and a really less chin. I've seen some cheaper TVs, but they have huge chin. So for me, the favorite part is having really small bezels. Taking a look at the back, on the left side, you'll find the power cable. And on the right side, you'll find all of your ports. So we got one cable port, two HDMI ports, a LAN connection, SPDIF, only one USB 2.0 port, AV-in adapter port, and a 3.5mm headphone jack. So not a lot of options there. It would have been better if I had more than one USB port. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, which is its display. So it's having a 4K Ultra HD 3840 by 2160p display, and it supports HDR. So HDR certified content on YouTube and Netflix will play on this. And as far as the picture quality goes, this thing looks absolutely stunning. A really nice color reproduction. The image looks really sharp, and I have to say I'm surprised at this price point. Obviously this is not an OLED display, but still I am pretty impressed by the quality of colors and how it's handling the dark and the light area. Overall, I think for the price, it's a pretty good display. I've actually watched the full season of Stranger Things on this, and gotta say it's absolutely ideal for consuming media, consuming Netflix and YouTube. And I've also been playing games on this. I've hooked up my PlayStation 4, playing the Batman Arkham Knight, and it looks pretty good. With games like this, I kind of miss my Samsung's 4K monitor, which was really good with the darks, especially with the games like this when we had this dark environment and not much light. But obviously this is not an OLED display, but still it's a nice, bright and sharp image. And for most people, it will be enough to play games on. Now let's talk about the software, and obviously you can see it's not running Android, it's having its own basic software UI. It comes with its own app store where you can download some applications, and these are the default applications that are installed already. And right from your home screen, you get YouTube and Netflix. For me personally, Netflix and YouTube is enough. That's what probably most people consume. And of course, when I need Android, I hook up my Galaxy Note 8 via Samsung DeX and connect it to my monitor, and I get the full Android UI experience on this. And the best thing about Samsung DeX is that it is outputting 4K at 30Hz signal, so the image looks pretty sharp. Whatever media or videos that I play from my phone, it looks pretty good. I've been watching the World Cup matches straight from my Note 8 connected to this TV via Samsung DeX. So back to the software, we got the Home tab where you see all the trending stuff. You got your Videos tab. In the TV tab, you have all of your sources here, like the HDMI 1, HDMI 2, so whatever source you want to connect to, you can just select that. So on HDMI 1, I have my Galaxy Note 8 hooked up with Samsung DeX, so it looks pretty stunning. And this is of course Samsung DeX mode. I mostly use the Samsung mirror mode where I just use the screen mirror option. I don't really use this mode a lot. And the last tab is for the applications. And we have all these apps that I never actually tried out. For me, YouTube and Netflix is it. Now, the remote that comes with this thing is also pretty dope. It's actually looking like a very normal remote. It allows you to switch between your sources, go to home screen, change channels. It allows you to control a lot of things. But my favorite one is definitely the Netflix button that is right here. So basically, I don't have to do anything. As soon as I press this key, it takes me directly to the Netflix, where you can quickly sign in, and basically it's just effortless. I don't have to go through any menu or anything. It takes me straight to the Netflix, which I want. So these are some of the TV shows that I've been watching, and if you have any suggestions, then leave them in the comment section below. Now, taking a look at the settings, first up we have the picture, where you can change the picture mode. So if you want dynamic colors, you can do that. I have left it on the standard because it actually looks the best, but you can have it on natural if you want to. We also have different screen modes. So this is the original. You can set it to 16:9, 4:3, or dot by dot. It also comes with micro dimming technology, which enhances the picture quality by analyzing the video frame and optimizing the display according to that. Taking a look at the advanced setting, this is where you can change pretty much everything like contrast, sharpness, the color, the brightness. As you can see, I have set it to 50, and I have to say it goes really bright when it's on 100, so I had to set it on 50. Dynamic contrast, dynamic backlight. You can change color temperature, 10p white balance, RGB mode. We have the night mode as well, TV placement. If you have it on desktop or wall mount, you can select that. In advanced settings, you can balance the audio between the left and right channel, and of course you have your digital interface format. So if you have a digital sound output connected to the SPDIF port at the back, then you can play with this option. Going to the network tab, and this is all the connections we have. So Wi-Fi, you have your wired setting if you have LAN connected. It also comes with Bluetooth, which is pretty nice. You want to connect it to your phone, or if you want to connect it to a speaker, then you can do that. But I found the default onboard speakers pretty good, and so I don't need any external speaker. You also get network standby if you want to save some network data, and of course connecting test, you want to test out your internet connection. And in the system settings, you can log the TV, you can change the language, change the TV name. And finally, you have the support tab, which is where you can check the software version of your TV, whether it needs an update or not. So yeah guys, overall for me, this thing is amazing. It's probably the best 4K TV with HDR support that you can get in under $500 that has a pretty good bezel-less display, really sharp display quality, the image looks awesome, combined with all the software features you need, good for gaming, good for consuming media, YouTube, Netflix, and all that stuff. I'm pretty happy with it, and just to tell you that I will be going to shift pretty soon, and this is the first thing of the setup. I will be doing a room tour, room setup in the future, and this thing will going to be there. So amazing TV, definitely on my recommendation list if you want something that is cheap and under $500. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.